everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Virtual Storytime at the Keller Public Library. I'm Miss Kelly, and I'm going to read your stories today. If you know my special welcome song, please sing with me now. Welcome, welcome everyone. Let's read a book and have some fun. And though we may be far apart, know that you're still in my heart. And we're together here online. We can smile, it's story time. Today's story time is about a special sweet treat, donuts. If you have a donut story time to go pack, inside you'll find some fun things to extend the fun today. But if you don't have one, don't worry, you're still going to have a lot of fun. What shape is a donut? Is a donut square? No. Is a donut shaped like a triangle? No. A donut is shaped round like a circle. That's right. Donuts are fun to eat, but they're a sometimes food, not an all the time food. What kind of donut do you like best? I like donuts with sprinkles. What happens if you give a dog a donut? Let's read the book and find out. If You Give a Dog a Donut by Laura Numeroff with pictures by Felicia Bond. If you give a dog a donut, he'll ask for some apple juice to go with it. When you give him the juice, he'll drink it all up. Then he'll ask for more. There won't be any left, so he'll want to make his own. He'll go outside to pick apples. When he's up in the tree, he'll toss you one. Throwing the apple will make him think of baseball. He'll want to play. You'll have to get a ball and a glove. Of course, he'll also need a bat. He'll ask you to pitch. He'll hit a home run. Then he'll do a happy dance to celebrate. That's how dogs happy dance. Dancing will make him hot and dusty, so he'll need some water. He'll probably start a water fight. You'll have to dry him off with your bandana. He'll wrap it around his head and pretend that he's a pirate. Arr! Then he'll want to go on a treasure hunt. He'll find an old kite and want to make one himself. You'll have to get him some sticks, paper, and string. When the kite is finished, he'll want to fly it. It will go higher and higher until it gets tangled in the apple tree. The tree will remind him of the apple juice, so he'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if he asks for some apple juice, he'll want a donut to go with it. The end. That was a fun book. Donut and dog start with the same letter. Donut and dog start with the letter D. Letter D looks like this. There is a handwriting practice sheet inside your Storytime to Go bag, and you can practice writing the letter D. D for donut. Practice, practice, practice to get good at writing all of your letters. Our next book is called The Case of the Missing Donut. It's about this little sheriff and what happens to one of his dozen donuts. Let's read the book and find out. The Case of the Missing Donut. Written by Allison McGee with pictures by Isabel Roxas. Donuts. How the sheriff loved them. Cinnamon, sprinkle, glazed, powdered, all so tasty. All so delicious, especially powdered. The sheriff and his deputy were working on a special assignment today. Their mission? To bring a dozen donuts safely home. Together, the sheriff and the deputy greatly admired one donut in particular. It was so plump and powdery. Then the sheriff closed the lid. Time to get these babies home. Here was a big job. The sheriff had to walk with great care. Otherwise, the donuts might wiggle around in the box. Their sprinkles might fall off. They might even get smushed. Who knew what might be going on inside that box right at this very moment? Better take a look-see, deputy. Phew, all was well in Donut World. But wait a minute. Was that one a little smushed? Yes, it certainly was. This would not do. The sheriff decided to even it up. Still not perfect. Maybe a little more? And just a teeny bit more? Uh-oh. Donut down. The sheriff had only been trying to make a good thing better. But now look what happened. A donut had disappeared. Its whereabouts were unknown, and the evidence was gone. Right, deputy? But there were still so many donuts left. No one would ever have to know a donut crime had been committed. Onward, said the sheriff to his deputy, and he closed up the lid. The sheriff and his deputy tried to act normally. The sheriff tried to carry the donuts normally. He tried to smile at the citizens of the town normally, but acting normal wasn't that easy. Well, hello, Sheriff, said Mrs. Flaherty. How was that donut? The sheriff froze. Good morning, Sheriff, said Mr. Bryant. Did you enjoy your donut? Did Mr. Bryant have X-ray vision? Just then the sheriff saw his friend Kareem. Greetings, Sheriff, he said. I see it is an excellent day for donuts. Yikes! Was the sheriff living in a town full of mind readers? Destination home. And in they went. Well, look who's back, said the sheriff's dad. How was your walk? Oh, good. Was the sheriff's dad looking at him funny? Did anything interesting happen? Said the sheriff's mom. No. Was the sheriff's mom looking at him funny? Said the sheriff's dad to the sheriff's mom. It looks as if we're missing one donut. So we are, said the sheriff's mom. So we are. Were the sheriff's parents on to him?
Sheriff, would you happen to have any information about this case? It was no use trying to get away with crime in this town, especially when you were the sheriff. Tell me the truth, said the sheriff. How did you know? Good question, said the sheriff's mom. Maybe the deputy can answer it, said the sheriff's dad. He's got sprinkles all over his snout. The sheriff looked at the deputy, and the deputy looked at the sheriff. And then they both looked in the mirror. Case closed. The end.
Case closed. The sheriff in our book had a dozen donuts. How many donuts are in a dozen? Well, I brought 1 dozen donuts right here. And I have a song that will teach us how many donuts are in a dozen. How many donuts are in a dozen? In a dozen? In a dozen? How many donuts are in a dozen? Well, let's just count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 donuts in a dozen. Let's sing it again. You join me this time. How many donuts are in a dozen? In a dozen? In a dozen? How many donuts are in a dozen? Well, let's just count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 donuts in a dozen. There are 12 donuts in a dozen. What should you do if you want a donut? How should you ask? Well, that's exactly what our last book is about today. It's called Please, Mr. Panda. Let's read it.
Please, Mr. Panda? By Steve Anthony. Wow, look at all of those donuts. Would you like a donut? Give me the pink one. No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Would you like a donut? I want the blue and yellow one. No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Would you like a donut? No, go away. Would you like a donut? I want them all. Then bring me some more. No, you cannot have a donut. I have changed my mind. Would anyone else like a donut? Hello, may I have a donut? Please, Mr. Panda. You can have them all. Thank you very much. I love donuts. You're welcome. I do not like donuts. The end.
That's right. You're more likely to get what you want if you say the magic word, please. There are a lot of other fun things to do inside your Storytime to-go pack. I've given you the supplies to make this really cool donut. Let's take a closer look, see what to do.
Making a pretend donut is easy and fun. You can make one just like this one I've shown you. with the paper plate and the bag of confetti that's in your Storytime to-go pack. And you'll also need from your own house some scissors, a little bit of glue, and some crayons or pencils or paints or anything that you like to add color with. A paper plate is a great thing to use to make a donut because it's the right shape. Do you remember what shape we said a donut is? It's a circle. But this doesn't look quite like a donut yet because it's missing something important. It's missing its hole. So you may want to get your grown-up to help you with this part because you need scissors. An easy way to cut a hole in the middle of your donut is to fold your donut in half and then cut half of a circle. Like that. And then when you open it up, there's your donut with its hole. Next, of course, you want to use your crayons to add color to your donut. Any colors you like. Maybe you're going to use your brown to make a chocolate donut. Maybe you'll make a lemon donut with your yellow crayon. I put pink icing on mine and I made a chocolate donut, so color it however you want. And if you like sprinkles on your donut, you can add sprinkles. Just use a little glue on your donut and then pour your paper sprinkles on top and let it dry so they'll stick. Make a donut today. I also put a really fun game in your Donut Storytime to-go pack. Here's our game board. That's our donut. And our game pieces are inside one of our brown bags. You can play this game with 2 people or with 1 person. So here I have 3 orange balls and 3 black balls. So I'm going to see, if I'm playing by myself, how many of these I can throw into the donut hole. Oh, 1, 2, oh, I missed. Missed again. Good job. I got 4 of my 6 balls in the donut hole. So you can play teams with the different colors or you can just play by yourself. This will be good gross motor skill practice and hand-eye coordination. Also, it's fun!
I hope you had as much fun as I did reading and singing about donuts today. Remember, don't ever stop reading. See you soon!